Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I've done a video, and I do apologize for that. It's been a really busy month for me. I took on some online courses, and it's been taking up a lot of my time. And of course, with Lunasa and the turn of the wheel here, the garden just decided to explode, and I've been really busy processing everything, which I will show you guys what I've been up to. But I just wanted to do a quick little tour of the garden, show you kind of how things are looking for close to the end of September. Like as I mentioned, the garden has started to turn. You can tell things are starting to go to seed, things are starting to end up, wrap up, especially at the big garden. And I haven't done any weeding at all. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is my rosemary here, and I do apologize for any background noise. It is early in the morning here, but the town is waking up, so everybody's going to work in their big noisy trucks. So one of the things I want to do here is my rosemary. It's ready to be harvested here. I have been harvesting a lot of tomatoes, and I will go inside and show you guys some of the tomatoes that are ready to go there. That's not all of them. I have been madly canning and making salsas and stuff, so a lot of them have already been processed. My basil is starting to go to seed. We have been eating on this. My dad likes caprese salads with the tomatoes, so he's been working on this bad boy. I have cut it back once, and of course when you cut it back, it definitely does come back full force. This tomato plant, it's still flowering. I try to cut them off, but it just goes crazy. So that is the remainder of what's left of the tomatoes that are viable on this plant. I'm just waiting for them to ripen. However, it has been raining a lot, so they are starting to crack a little bit on the tops. It is just a race between the rain and what I can get off of these plants before I have to start picking them green. I think I still have a lot of time because we're supposed to have some warm weather for the first few weeks of September, but who even knows what's going to go on here. So anyway, I've cut my parsley back. I was using the parsley for some lasagna, and it just keeps growing. Same as with the sage. I don't really use sage all that much anymore. I'm growing a white sage plant for smudging, so I haven't really used this one for much, but it comes back every year, so I just leave it, which doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, the rest of the tomatoes here, they're starting to die off. I have one here I'm gonna keep on the plant for a little bit longer, but yeah, you can tell it's, yeah, it could come off and be put inside to ripen. This is a roadster, so this is the plant that I'm going to be doing every year because it's just absolutely amazing. The roadster tomato is fantastic. And I also have over here the Marglobe, and there's a few tomatoes left on it. This one's pretty much done, but of course it is still flowering. Nothing much will come off of these plants anymore, so I could probably pull them, but I haven't quite got to the yard to clean up yet. I'm waiting for the end of the month. So here we have my Manitoba tomato, and as I was saying, the rain is starting to make them get these cracks on the top, which is fine. This Manitoba tomato plant has produced some very fantastic tomatoes. I'm so impressed with it. Definitely a tomato plant that if you are in Canada or any cooler climates, definitely grow this one, because like the tomatoes on here are fantastic sized, and this thing was prolific. It was fantastic. So definitely one I would recommend if you wanted to grow a tomato. Over here I have, this one came late, so this is the Supremo Roma, and I had a whole bunch of these last year excuse me, and it didn't really produce as much as the one last year, but now it's starting to excuse me, throw off fruit. I've picked a few ripe ones off of here, but it's pretty good, I guess. I don't really use Roma tomatoes. I won't be growing this one next year, not because I don't like it, but because I don't really use Roma tomatoes. And then this one over here this was the early girl. No, yeah, this was the early girl. Well, this one did pretty good as well, actually, if I could get the thing on for you here. This one did really well. She produced quite a few fruits. They were very tasty. This is the first time I've actually grown this plant, and it did good. So I can't say anything bad about it. The fruits, yeah, my leaves have got the curl pretty bad here, but oh well. Doesn't really affect the fruit much. Anyway, the early girl, I would recommend it if you were looking for a smaller sized tomato that was pretty prolific and quite juicy. It does ripen very fast, so if you want to use it up, you got to use it up fast. Okay, so that's it for my tomatoes. They're still going, but not for very much longer. Okay, so down here is all my big mess of cucumbers. So I have one up here. I actually just harvested a whole bunch yesterday, which I will show you guys. And oh, I want to show you guys this little bumblebee. Where is he? He's sleeping under there. Little bumblebee. So I've got two varieties in here. I've got the Sweeter Yet, which is the long English cucumber there, and I also have Parisian cucumber, which is the small version. Oh, there's some grasshoppers getting down and dirty in there. Sorry to bother you guys, but I got to show the cucumber. So this is the Parisian. It's a shorter cucumber, very tasty and perfect for pickles. And I harvested a whole bunch off of here. It rained for 2 days, and by the time I got out here, they were really big. But my dad tasted them and said they were fine. Sorry, garbage truck. They were fine. So he says he's just gonna eat them with some salt, and that's what he's gonna do because he likes it that way. And I said that's fine. Less for me to do. I love canning. I love water bath canning and pickling, but it does take a long time. And when you don't have quite all the time in the world, you could spend a whole day doing it, and it's very tiring. So anyway, I still have a few. Where are they? Yeah, there's a few little guys in there that might. Oh, there's one in there that might do something still, so I'm just gonna leave it and see what I can get off of this plant. Okay, so beets are done, absolutely finished in both gardens. I will show you what I got out of it. I have to say that I'm very, very happy with what I got out of the beets. My goal this year was to pickle everything, and I achieved that quite nicely, which will keep us through the winter because we love pickled beets here in my house. So I just have all this. Actually, this has been calendar box again. I do have a garden tiller that I bought, and I'm going to till up this and put compost in it for next year. It looks like junk right now, but I will fix it up. I think this thing's almost done. This is my Emirate pole bean. This one's gone way past it's too tough now. And there's a few on here that I missed. I don't think there's too much more. Actually, there is. I see a few here that are still going. So I'm just going to leave it. It's supposed to get nice and warm. So there's still some growth. Oh yeah, there's some growth down there, which is nice. So I'll just leave it. I think these ones can probably come off. These are perfect right here. Okay. I got some stuff to do this afternoon. So yeah, and it's even still flowering at the top. So I don't know. We'll just leave it. If it doesn't need to come out now, it can just be left. So that's pretty much that bed there. Not much going on. Yeah, marigolds are still going. My snapdragons are on their second bloom, and that's such a gorgeous color. Don't you guys agree? Very nice, very nice. I pulled all my peas out. Believe it or not, I did weed this whole thing, and guess what? They're back. Yeah, yeah. That's a big job. Lettuce. Okay, so I never actually got around to eating this stuff, and I think it's pretty much, yeah, you can see it's already flowering here, which is fine. Don't bother me much. I'm just gonna leave it. It's past its time, and yeah, I cleaned out this whole bed again. I'm just covering it because I don't want the cats to poop in it. We don't have those kittens anymore. They went to a farm where they are going to be way happier, and they can play with other cats too. So this thing is pretty much done. Again, I don't think I'm going to be planting this one. It's nice, but it's not my thing. And that was the Jolly Jester. So I have like a gazillion seeds on here, which I'm not going to be saving. My lavender did okay, but it never did flower this year, which is fine. It will leap next year, I believe. And the morning glories. Yay, I finally get to show you my morning glories. And these ones are the really pretty ones up here. Those are gorgeous. Okay, so I gotta get a move on here because I still gotta bring you guys in the house. This rose went like massively crazy. Okay, so let's finish off with the peppers over here. So these are my pepperoncinis. They are ready. I don't even know what to do with them. I know I could probably pickle them, that'd be great, but I don't know. They're just sitting here. My poblano has one little pepper left on it. Yeah, just one. I want to say I got 5 peppers off of this whole plant, so not one I'm going to be growing next year. It wasn't very prolific for me. I did put the poblanos that I did harvest off here in my salsa, so they did get used up. What are these ones here? These are the Cubanelles, and this one's starting to turn. The weather's been kind of cool here, so they're starting to turn now. Again, I'll show you guys the peppers that I have inside, but there's some really massive ones on here still. And that is a Corno de Toro right here. These are, which ones are these? Red Bull's Horn. I believe these are sort of similar, but I actually like the Red Bull's Horn better than the Corno de Toro, even though I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. But I have lots of peppers on here, lots and lots. And going around here, so yeah, I still have some that are starting to turn. I've got lots inside, I'll show you guys in a sec, but yeah, there's just lots of peppers. I still don't know why they turn black like this. I don't think they're supposed to do that, but I looked it up and it said that means that they're ripening, but I've never had peppers go black like that before. Yeah, so I still have so many nice sized peppers. I just want them to start turning so I can use them. This is my cayenne. Ooh. This is a large version of a cayenne. Sorry. Yeah, and they're pretty big. I did harvest one, and it is starting to turn, so we'll see. I like that one. It's okay. So, okay, let's go inside, and I will show you what I've got going in there. All right, welcome to my kitchen table. So this is the latest basket of a variety of tomatoes that I've picked that are ripening, and there are also some here that were halfway. There's a variety, of course. There's that Roma tomato, and this is what it looks like when it is fully ripened and ready to go. Lots of cherry tomatoes. These are, I think these are the Manitobas or the early girls. So this is a nice sized lovely little tomato. Like, it's good for slicing, and I didn't get too many like super big ones, but the ones that I did get were fantastic. And those were, of course, the Marglobes. This is a Supremo tomato. Yeah, so there's a nice little variety here. These are the ones that are ready to be eaten. They're very soft. I kind of do them in baskets. So these are the newest ones, or those are the newest ones. These are the next ones, and then we kind of just move them down to when they're, you know, ready to eat, and then we work from here. I believe that I'm actually, Dad still wants his caprese salads, but I think these ones here are going to be diced up and frozen, because I don't have any more time to can anymore. So unfortunately, I have the month of September, and that is pretty much it for school. So it's a race between the two. I have a dish here full of really ripe cherry tomatoes. Like, these guys are ready to like almost be rotten. So I've got to do something with them. They're really soft. Like, they're probably like no good. They're starting to wrinkle here too. So anywho, I'll see what I could do with those before they go bad. I thought we were going to eat more of them, but we just never actually got around to it. All right, here are my peppers. I'm so happy about these. Okay, so we've got the Ora. I believe this is the Ora. This one's ready to be processed. What I do is I just slice them up and freeze them, and then over the winter we make quesadillas out of them. So when you can't find decent peppers in February here in Canada, this is the way to go. I just fill up a huge Ziploc bag of sliced up peppers, and we use that over the winter. And that's the prime reason why I grew these, was for that, because we really like to make chicken quesadillas, and I actually nailed the recipe, and I'm very good at them, and my dad loves them, so hey, win-win. So yeah, that's what we do with these. So these are ready to go. The reason why I have them all piled up like this is because it helps the ripening process for the rest of the peppers. So the gases, I guess, that emit, and some of you probably don't know this. So the gases that are emitted off of the ripening fruit helps the rest of the fruit ripen too. See, so that one's starting to go. This is my cayenne, I believe. No, which one is it? This is my cayenne pepper. So yeah, he's starting to ripen. So yeah, it just helps with the rest of them. See, this one's ripening on that side too. So I've got a variety of peppers in here. This one, I don't know what these are. I think this is another red bull's horn. See, that guy's really nice here. He's starting to ripen. So yeah, I picked a bunch because I figured they were ready to ripen. And yeah, this is my last poblano pepper. He's a little darker, really nice little pepper. They smell amazing too. Like, they really smell good. So that's what I've harvested, and I'm gonna get a whole bunch more. It just takes time, I guess. So those are what's going on the kitchen table. I'm gonna quickly take you to my pantry and show you what I have processed so far. Okay, so welcome to my garage. This is my little canning disaster corner here. This is where I just basically grab all of my canning things and my pots. So yeah, this here is like a thing we got from IKEA many years ago. It was like a floor model thing, whatever. I digress. Okay, so here is my canning pantry. And this is all the things that I have done. So these here are all beets that I have done. These are, of course, pint jars. And I was thinking that I was just going to do pint jars because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do quarts. And I actually did up some quarts of beets as well. I had siphoning issues with these cans. I'm not really I'm really not a regular mouth pint jar girl. I like wide mouth now, I've decided. So I did do those ones, but they weren't the greatest. And then moving down here, I also have these that I did this year, except for these. from 22. These are all of the banana peppers from 22 that we still haven't eaten up. My last can of salsa. And then everything else is from this year. So I also tried my hand at beans. They're purple because the beans that I put in here were purple. And so they have colored the water and then they changed color. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how they are going to be. They were my first time. I'm not quite happy with the way they are. So, but they might be fantastic. Who knows? That's just me being hard on myself. Down here I have more beets. More beets. I also tried my hand at what are these ones? Bread and butter pickles. So I did some of those up because I had a ton of cucumbers. This is my salsa. It's a little runny, but oh well, it tastes pretty good. Actually, I switched up the recipe this year. I used apple cider vinegar instead of lemon juice, and it totally tasted completely different. But they're good. I know some of you are going, why do you have rings on your jars? You should take those off. Well, I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm getting there. Okay, so then down here is my quartz, and I'm quite proud of this because this was the first year that I tried pickle spears, and they seem to look pretty decent, so hopefully those are good. I also did up some small ones, slices, and these are, of course, the rest of my quartz. So I got 7 quarts of beets, which is fantastic. That'll more than enough. That will last us long through the winter, just those 4 quarts probably. And then I've got all these ones, but like I said, we love pickled beets here. Okay, so, and then this is just my mess of spices that I need to go through and transfer to jars. And yeah, my battery's gonna die, so I gotta go upload this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. The next video I'm going to make is actually going to be an apothecary tour. So if that interests you, stay tuned for that video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.